Greetings, friends! In the last vlog, I left you with a cliffhanger on whether we will be continuing on with our vlog or not. Asking the question, no more YouTube vlog? But the truth is, we are continuing on with the vlog. We're not quitting the vlog. We're not quitting our YouTube channel. I know some of you commented in the last vlog thinking we're going to quit, and you were sad to see that we were going to quit, but we're not. We're continuing on. We're not quitters here at Big Pond Farm. We just needed to take some time to regroup. We stopped vlogging for the time period that we did the last 3 weeks, but now we're back on. We've regrouped, and one of the major issues, we've had 2 major reasons why we stopped vlogging for the time period that we did. In the last vlog I covered that and talked about that it was a combination. The first reason was a combination of our schedule and our house being unsafe to work in. And the second reason is what I'm going to cover today. And that is because I took a step back with my own personal health. Yes, we had a number of things going on. We've had a number of projects going on. And with the stress of the heat and just the stress in general, I had a flare-up of some adrenal issues that I have been dealing with in the past. I've mentioned it before in past vlogs, but it basically came back, and I needed to regroup and take some time to heal. I originally began dealing with adrenal issues a couple years ago, but before that I felt great, pumped up. I felt like Superman actually. I actually didn't feel like I ever got tired. I felt like I could run through a brick wall, and I would just go, 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 go. And I think that this was the catalyst for me having adrenal issues a little bit later on, which I do now. All the serious diets and training exercises that I was doing from bodybuilding, that carrying on with just continuing to push myself. I know some of you may say, when we stop vlogging, you should keep vlogging and you should just stay up late and do what you need to do, the editing. But you know what? I think that too was a contributing factor of me having adrenal issues, of just staying up late, just pushing your body more than you should be able to push yourself, more than our bodies can take. And a lot of people are dealing with adrenal issues nowadays, and it's because our bodies and our minds, from a physical, mental, and emotional standpoint, are just dealing with more stress than our bodies can take. And as the case with my body, it basically begins shutting down. I want to keep going, but that's not wise, and my body just begins not working for me. And some of the symptoms that I deal with when the adrenal issues really come on is I begin having forgetfulness, brain fog. I also have flu-like fatigue. It feels like you just can't go. No matter how much you want to go mentally, your body wants to lay down and go to sleep. And once you get going in the morning, it feels like you didn't sleep at all the night before. Oh, and another thing is, and this relates to the last vlog, is when you have adrenal fatigue, you can also be intolerant to the heat. So us having to deal with the heat of outside, working on the farm, and in our house, as I talked about last vlog, before we had the air conditioning, that combined with dealing with the adrenal fatigue made me feel like I couldn't even function. So glad we're through that. I'm on to recruit. Got to make sure I pace myself and make sure we don't go back into the downswing. So that's the part of learning how to deal with it, and hopefully one day just can be completely over it. So that's just one of the challenges, and we're moving forward. There's also other things like hormone imbalances, moodiness, and just being irritable, loss of libido. You just name it. There's a number of things that are just very challenging to deal with when adrenals are just maxed out and your body is just going through this, hey, you need to stop. You can't do anymore. Stop. So when I first began dealing with this a number of years ago, and these issues began to arise, is when we were having a lot of trauma. And that's usually what happens for most people. You have some just trauma and just high levels of stress in your life, and things just begin crashing down. At the time, I was juggling 2 businesses, and the stress with that, and one of the businesses was not doing well and just trying to make ends meet financially. And as we talked about in one of our vlogs, and we talked about the 30 facts about us that you didn't know, and we shared those with you. We actually had one of our babies that had died, and that was just a major stress, and me dealing with just Lacey began going into depression And that's no knock on her, but just dealing with depression after that, and me having to carry extra weight and extra load of just helping out. So the stress that I was dealing with from that, and just the various stressors of life, is where I began first to notice that something was not right. I remember walking up, doing the chores, walking on the farm, and just feeling like my legs and my body was not going to work. I began having chest tightness and just like something is not right. And that was the first time that I really noticed it. So from that point on, I've been going through waves and managing the adrenal issues. And some of the supplements that I have used that have helped really well, and there's some things that you can do, and I can go to this more in depth, but we talked before with Dr. Ferris about adrenal issues, but taking ashwagandha, making sure you're eating on a regular basis, and for me that's eating some frequent meals throughout the day, making sure your blood sugar is stable. And there's also, and this is a big one for me, making sure you get proper rest. And recently I discovered that I have mild sleep apnea. So here recently I got my CPAP machine. Stacy makes fun of me because I look like I'm going scuba diving. Let me tell you, that has made a big difference in my sleep. And part of adrenal issues is also having sleep disturbances, which I was having that before I got the CPAP machine. And when my adrenals are out of control, I'm waking up almost every 45 minutes to an hour. So those are some of the things that I had to do to take care of that. Another thing is making sure that I breathe through high emotionally stressed moments and just taking time to breathe. Breathe through, take deep breaths. In for 4 seconds. Out for 4 seconds. That's one of the breathing techniques that I really like that helps me get through anxiety moments. And anxiety is and panic attacks is one of the precursors that you have for adrenal fatigue, and as you get worse you begin to have more symptoms. But if you're having panic attacks on a regular basis and anxiety coming on, those are some precursors for having adrenal fatigue. And constantly being in a fight or flight mode is a sure way to give yourself adrenal issues and hormonal imbalances. So this is the second of the 2 reasons why we quit vlogging when we did for the past few weeks. Taking that time to make sure our house is suitable so that way we can do our editing during the major part of the day when the heat is hot and it's hot outside and we can't do the farm work. And I've also taken time to recover and get myself back on track so we can keep going and we can keep plugging on, and we're not quitting. So hang in there with us. We're hanging in there with you, so you hang in there with us. Well, if you have any questions or if you want for me to share any other things to you, I know this is not the most positive vlog, except for us continuing on vlogging. But it is what we've been dealing with. And it is what it is, and we're moving forward. If you have any questions about some of these things, and if you're facing any adrenal issues, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out if I can, and pass on some helpful resources that I have found. And we look forward to seeing you in Hannibal, Missouri. So make sure, hope you bought your tickets already. We're going to be there very, very soon in August, and look forward to seeing you all then. We're also having a big giveaway coming up. We're going to be working with Bootstrap Farmer to give away some pretty cool stuff, so make sure you hang in there. And we have some other exciting things, like I'm going to be sharing with you the Kelvin cultivator from Forward Farm Tech. So I look forward to sharing with you all me using that on the farm. There's so many things that we want to share with you. We can't stop vlogging. No! We're going to keep going on. So that's it for now. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here. And also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.